Hey, how you guys doing? It's Tiger Tank 12 here, and today we are playing World of Tanks on the test server once again, and we will be rolling the Type 61, not the STA one. Excuse me. The STA one will come later on. Today we're gonna be doing the Type 61. And I will see that I keep this at maximum 30 minutes because my other videos have been like 50 minutes and 40 minutes, and I really don't have enough time to render all these videos. I of course enjoy making videos for YouTube and they are a lot of fun, but a lot of people won't watch those longer videos because they're just too long. So enough about that. Let's get to this tank. So okay, before I get into the stats, all that stuff, what does the tank remind you of? I give you a tip. It's American. It's a tier 5, just extremely big in here. It looks like a Sherman, actually, in my opinion. A bigger Sherman that is bigger but has like really bad armor. I will get to that point later on. So, as you can see here, this tank is huge if you compare it to the STB1. The length, the STB1 is longer than that tank, but this tank has a height. It's incredible. I mean, this profile of this tank, it's amazingly big. And the thing about this tank is that, oh wow guys, this tank has no armor at all. Look at this huge commander's hatch up there. You don't really need this hatch because you have no armor on this tank. So let's get into the vehicle details. Medium tank Type 61, the first tank developed in Japan after the end of World War II. Developed from 1954 through 1961 on the basis of the American M47 tank. The dimensions of the vehicles were decreased and the armor was reduced. As a result, the weight of the tank was lighter and the tank complied with the requirements of Japanese armed forces. So, first off, the thing about this tank is, as already said, it doesn't have enough armor for a tier 9 tank. But the thing is that you have to know, we're talking about Japan, and Japan is an island state, so it's a country with a lot of islands, and you cannot use a moss on those islands because you have to be fast, you have to be able to move around, and the thing is that you don't really need the armor because you don't really need many tanks at all. So yeah, it's not like the Russians. The Russians were mainly focusing on armored warfare, and the Japanese were more on armor, not on armored. They were on light vehicles to get around on the islands, and you know they have to transport them with ships because there are islands everywhere, and there's water, there's the ocean. That's really impractical, so that's why probably this tank has such small amount of armor, because it just needs to be fast. So, just like the M48 pattern and the Russian, what is this tank called? I have to check it real fast. The Russian Object 430 version 2, it only has 1,700 health points, or actually that's enough. Its weight load limit is 38 tons. It has an engine power of 604 horsepower, which gives this tank 47 speed limit, 47.6 kilometers per hour. The traverse speed is 48, just like the Batchat. The hull armor is non-existent, 55 on the front, 35 on the side, and jokingly 25 on the rear. And the front of the turret is really badly armored too, 70 on the front with this huge commander's hatch up top, 60 on the side, and 35 on the rear. And the thing about this tank is that the turret is extremely long, as you can see here. So if you turn your turret once, everybody is going to shoot your turret. And even if you turn it to the enemies, they will probably pen you even through the gun mantlet. So the standard shell damage is 293 to 488. This is pretty much the exact same gun. The 105mm rifled gun, the exact same gun as on the STB1. The only difference is that it has a very, very low fire rate of only 6 shots per minute. and that means I will need a gun rammer and vents on this because I want to run a faster reload. And since this tank is going to be a peekaboo tank, in my opinion, I think I will be doing a lot of peekaboos. It probably won't be the best assault vehicle, in my opinion, just right from the start. So the pen and the damage is just the exact same as on the STB1. The rate of fire is 6 rounds per minute. The turret's traverse speed is 42, which is actually pretty good, just like the STB1. View range is 400 meter and signal range is 750 meters. So this tank, it's big, it has no armor, it doesn't have the best speed. I'm not looking forward to play it. But you guys know this is a preview video, so I will try to give you the best impression of this tank. So let's run a few games. I will only make this video about maximum 30 minutes, and I will keep it up short with only the basics and the most important things. This tank was a prototype, but it was produced, but it actually, I think it never saw a complete, like, all the service. And since it's based on American tank, off of an American tank, the M47, not the Sherman, but it looks very familiar to a Sherman. And yeah. So we have to wait for a battle, but it's tier 9 and 10s. Don't worry, test servers are actually pretty full with 9s and 10s, so we should be able to get into a game. So we got on the standard bell El Haloof, the campy map. I'm not too big of a fan. We got some tier 7s, some tier 8s, some tier 9s, no tier 10s, and we got lucky. And the thing you guys will probably notice right off the bat is the ammo counter on the lower screen. As you can see, you only get 19 shots. Actually, together you only get about 33 shots for this tank, and that is not enough in my opinion. If you'll be playing longer than 12 minutes, you will be able to shoot all these shots and you will be out of ammo pretty fast. So since we are a medium tank and we actually do have some nice spotting range, I will sit right here. I'm not gonna go down there because I do not have enough armor to do that. We take out that guy. Oh, you gotta love the language pack. Of course, the accuracy of the gun is just fabulous since it's the same gun as on the STB1. It's a beautiful gun, and really does. It's a perfect sniper gun. So let's see what we get over here. As you can see here, we're taking them all out pretty fast. We do have some snipers over here on this side. Our mediums are doing some very nice work down there. It's time for me to actually pull back, since I won't be able to do much over here right now. And as you can see here, this tank is really large. The profile of this tank is just enormous in my opinion. There's a E75 in the middle of the road. There is actually a hill now in the middle, as you can see here. This is one of the maps they have worked with, and they have remodeled a lot of stuff. As you can see here, there's a hill over there. We just lost a little bit of health. We're going in the middle. That actually could have been a very bad decision. As you can see, oh crap, crap, crap. Don't expect to bounce anything on this tank. As on any Japanese tank, it does have very nice gun depression, as you can see here right now. The gun elevation is not too great. This is more a tank that is based to go to shoot down slopes instead of upwards. And yeah, so up to this point I haven't really got any fire, except I got hit once by the Conqueror. It's because I moved up. Probably since the armor is so low, you should act as a sniper tank. You should play this like a sniper tank, and be very careful with your approach most of the time. It's probably not a attacker or a flanker. This is more a guy that's in the back, just like right here, using the great accuracy of the gun to shoot at the targets. So that was a little bit weird. I'm gonna try to help out these guys over there. There we go. As you can see, no gun elevation. We got some perfect shots over here. Since this tank is so accurate, you just have to stay in cover. 400 meters for a tier 9, actually. A tier 9 tank is very good. 400 meters view range. Of course, that was an unlucky shot. A low roll. Not. It wasn't a low roll. Not the damage. Just didn't hit the enemy tank. So we got a Black Prince going at the E75. We don't pen the Conqueror. We do have 258 pen though, but still. There we go. We pen the M46 on the upper turret. We deal 400 something damage, and we can't take him out. We only got 4 more APCR shots left, and other than that, we have to run HE or heat rounds. The enemy team is suiciding, and we bounce off the side turret. That was actually a very bad shot on my side right there. Team is working him, so now I'm gonna go and move in on the E75. I'm sorry, I do have some problems today. I'm kind of caught a cold, and it's a little bit hard speaking English today. It's pretty hard to talk at all today, but I'm gonna try to keep this going up until to a point where I can't speak anymore. Excuse me if I have to drink. My throat is a little bit sore today, but yeah, shouldn't be that bad. So there's only artillery left, the GW Panther, and as you can see, we pretty much shot every single APCR shot in this round. Of course, not every single one of them was a pen, but a great amount of them were. And I'm getting shot by my teammates now. It's a test server. People will do that. Just ignore it. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time. The mobility of the tank is it's not the best, as you can see right here. It actually should go up to 47, but I'm going up a slope, actually going up a hill. I'm going up at a constant 30 something, and this guy is just really fucking annoying. I'm not gonna start shooting him. Not gonna start shooting him because It's not worth your time. But the thing is, he can shoot me still. So right here, there we go. There is the artillery. And he's dead. I would say this was a GG. This tank is a sniper tank. Most definitely, I noticed that. I did 3,137 damage. Hit 13 of my 17 shots. Potential damage received 400. That's the one hit we took from the Conqueror. And actually the game wasn't too bad. So let's jump in there again. And let's see how this tank performs in close combat. I have to show you guys the both of the sides of this tank. How it runs in a tier 10 match. How it runs in 1-to-1 single-handed combat, and what you actually should do with this tank. Obviously, this is a sniper tank. You cannot get hit by anything, especially in here. Since you only have 55mm in frontal armor, they could even pen you with HE rounds, and that's the last thing you want to get penned by E4 shooting HE at you. That will probably destroy your tank in one shot if they're lucky, or even if you encounter the FV215B, he will probably be able to one-shot you. The 183, of course, not the tier 10 heavy tank. So as you can see here, the people really can't drive on this server. One of the things you probably have to be very careful of artillery in this tank. You don't have any armor, especially for audio will be a big trait. Your tank is actually very high if you look at this size comparison. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer to them. Your tank is about the height of the FV. That is actually okay. Your tank is a little bit lower, but still, it's still pretty big. You don't have the best speed. It's not like a medium tank, a usual medium tank. The speed, you only get about 35, 37 normally. And I mean, they said something with 47, but that's probably downhill. And I'm going up a slope, so that's different. So we do have a view range of 400 meters, but I have to be careful when I do that right now. There's a Waffenträger over here. Just taking out the Waffenträger real fast, and now I can flank him since they're not paying any attention. Never mind, there's something big over there. I have to move over. And I am dead. Actually has to reload. The C-100 really came out of nowhere. I did not expect him. But now he's dead. There was another E-100. He just bounced off my frontal armor, but that's because I was showing him my I'm gonna be running from the 100. Gonna take out the IS-3 still. You're never gonna catch me alive, E-100. Never. Well, I got some very nice support of my team. I'll probably get Audi'd by one of those 4 Audis they have. And he tracks me! And he tracks me. I have to track him. Get the hell out of here. Oh, and a bounce. But really, somebody in here is doing a lot of fire. Somebody really burned a lot of tanks right there. And I got extremely lucky there. I mean, I had bounces and 0 damage shots. I'm not sure if it's the tank or if I'm just lucky. I guess it was lucky. But there you guys see, that was a close combat situation, and this tank really did not fare too well. I did receive 4,500 potential damage, but that is because I was lucky. I'm not sure if that would have turned out just like that if I would have if I wow, if I wouldn't have turned like that. But actually that was quite amazing, but I'm pretty sure that something like that isn't what usually happens. It's like really stupid sometimes when I show you gameplay of a tank that is obviously not too great, and then it turns out that when I'm playing it, it just really is great, and then when you play it, it sucks because you're not that lucky. Not sure how I got that lucky right over there. But that was all about luck. That had nothing to do with this tank's stats. The enemy players were shooting my tracks. Then he did not shoot my side. He shot my hull, my upper plate, while I was at an angle of 45 degrees or 40 degrees, and he just bounced off. That's of course, that's what's gonna happen if you don't know how to pen an enemy tank. Then the Waffenträger, he bounced off my, or he hit my gun mantlet and did 0 damage. He fired gold rounds. Looks like the gun mantlet actually can withstand some shots, but I'm not sure if this is always gonna happen. We just have to play this tank more often. So right now we're going up to this farm right here. We're pushing the 1-2 line because we're mediums, and we got too many people going over to the city already. So what the one thing I don't like is that we have tons of audio on this. Looks like the Bad Shadows are running the is that the 90mm or the 105, the grey 105? I'm not sure, and I'm not going to speculate. So as you can see, we only have 19 shots at the APCR, 8 with heat and 5 with HE. You can of course switch that around. You can put all HE if you want, all APCR, and all heat if that's what you like to run. But it's just one of those things about this tank that the speciality of this tank is that it is a sniper tank, and that's the thing because of the gun. You get the same gun as your tier 10 counterpart, and that's a sniper gun pretty much. The only thing is that you get longer reload, and this is just not one of those tanks you want to get into close combat with. As you guys saw, it did not turn out very well. I just got lucky by friendly support, and because of their stupidity. So right now there's a 95 pushing the field. They don't have enough fuel range to spot him, but I do. Bounce off his side. He's going into the water. Now I'm unable to do anything against that guy because he's at a very good spot. Looks like the town push is in a bad spot at the moment. We get one guy, but still they took out 4 of us. We only took out 2 of them. I will be loading some HE right now because it's the only thing that can do some damage to him, since he's very low on the HP. And of course the HE bounce too. Crap. It's not even worth loading HE on this tank. Just a T110 E5. There we take the advantage of his very weak hull on the side, even if you Just angle it a little bit like that. You can already pin his side, and can just keep on hitting him like that. The thing is, artillery is all focused up on me. 92 anti-bad chat. As you can see, that 92 did not splash me directly, and still he did a decent amount of damage on my tank. That is just the thing about this tank. Also, this E5 hit my turret on the side of the cheek, and it penned right through there as expected. They are pushing the city very hard right now. He takes out the E5, but he's gonna get killed any second now. Yeah, he's dead. There's the 95. I gotta take him out. And that guy misses me. Object 268. The aiming time of this tank is also pretty great. The aiming time is 2.3 seconds. And as you can see here, you cannot take any arty shells. You don't have enough armor. And there we get taken out by the enemy artillery. And as you can see, this tank is gonna go down miserably if it gets spotted and is the main priority of the arty. You will get taken out. And as you can see here, we didn't do very well. Only 1,156 damage, and we got sniper. Well, we did bounce out of shells. Of course, going up against the T95 isn't the best opportunity, but it is something that you have to deal with. If you're in combat, you will get into situations like that. So let's jump into the last battle. We already played for 26 minutes, and I said I will keep it under 30 minutes or maximum. Okay, I'm gonna say maximum 35. I'm just gonna play one last game and show you guys how this tank is playing, and then I will get to a conclusion. I can't probably say 100% what I think of this tank because I haven't played the complete Japanese line yet, but I can give you some aspects just on this tank itself and from what you've seen from the video material up to this point. So of course we're getting into a lot more tier 10 matches because most players are playing tier 10 tanks at the moment, and there's only a variety of tier 9 players because everybody wants to know how the tier 10s are. So I cannot say how this will be in the final game, but I will probably I'm pretty sure that it's not going to be always tier 10 matches. So the thing about this tank is just that, in my opinion, for a medium tank, it just accelerates too slow, and it's just too slow in general. You barely get up to 40 kilometers per hour. You barely scratch that. You have no armor. You do have great gun depression. You have maneuverability, but not the speed. You do have the damage and the pen, even the great gun. You do have the great aiming time, but you also miss so much other stuff. So we're right now sitting over here trying to snipe some tanks that are coming in. Unfortunately, we're a little bit too slow. There's a Moss is gonna turn the corner. Of course, that Moss is gonna bounce. Don't even try to side scrape tire tank. Don't even try to side scrape. Really, don't do it. It's not gonna work. You don't have enough armor. But of course, what you can do is you can at least flank. It's the least thing you can do. You want to support your team, of course. Oh, I didn't want to hit his gun. I actually wanted to shoot his turret, side turret. And I think I'm doing something very stupid right now. Trying to duel with a FV215B, and as you can see there, he even did against the Moss. He still did 1000 damage shot. There we take him out, shoot the weak spot, kill the Moss, the guy that was pushing really hard. And as you can see, this tank is really the main target for Artie because there's no armor and everyone knows that. But also could be because I was the only tank that he could shoot. That is actually a lot more logical than the other thing that I said. But you guys know, this tank will still be a target. It is as squishy as it gets for a tier 9. I think it's even more squishier than the Lorraine. But I'm not sure if that's even possible. So I will see, I will check later on if it's more squishier than the Lorraine. If it is, well, Japan, you did it. If it isn't, Lorraine still sucks. What can I say? So, the FV takes him out. Very nice pen on that gun, the Lorraine. No, not the Lorraine, the FV. It's a British gun. There's still the Panther in there. There's a object 268 coming in. It looks like we have to go. At the moment, it's not looking too great. We have to take out this Panther. Oh no, that was horrible. So I do not have enough armor to go up against this guy, but neither does he. He gets 0 damage shot. The object 268 is coming in. I have to move up. Take him out. Of course, the Artie is still on me. Forge 55. And I'm dead. I do have no chance against all the artillery. And the heavy tanks, tank destroyers they have. So as you can see, this tank has no armor at all. Speed wise, it's very slow for a medium tank. It does have the movability, but still I'm not very impressed by this tank. It is a sniper tank. You cannot get hit. You have to stay in cover most of the time. If you get a city map, well, you're pretty much screwed. What can I say else? It is not the tank for me. I like to play aggressive, and this is obviously not the tank for me. But it's a great sniper. You guys maybe will enjoy it. And now I will check the Lorraine, the armor of the Lorraine. And let's see. Nope, Lorraine beat him. He still has less armor than any other tier 9 medium tank. He has 15, the Type 61 has 15 millimeters more armor than the Lorraine. So yeah, pretty much it still beats it, but I have to say it's pretty sad. The armor count on this tank is sad, and I'm not sure. I'm not the biggest fan of this tank. If I would have a rating of like the STB1 gets a thumbs up, this will get a middle thumb. It's not gonna get one up. It's not gonna get one down. Some people will like it, some people will not like it, and I'm one of those guys that's in the middle of it. I'm not really sure of this tank, so yeah. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this preview will help you guys out a little bit. And we will see each other tomorrow when I bring out the STA1 preview. And up until that, have a nice day, and I will see you guys tomorrow.